Vanakkam friends and welcome to my channel. You know, what is it? What is happening? Why is mommy talking in English? No. See, this is not a language oriented channel. This is mommy's channel. Mommy speaks Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, various other languages. And this particular vlog is going to be in English. Okay, there are a couple of reasons. It's not that the person I'm interviewing doesn't know Tamil and all. Of course, she knows Tamil. She's born in Tamil Nadu. She knows Tamil very, very well. But the topic that we are going to be covering today is a common topic. Let us take the topic of abuse. It is not pertaining to one language or one person or one caste or religion or community or anything of that sort. Abuse or crime or something. This is kind of a topic which we are going to be talking today about that with a concerned person whom I am here to interview. Also, the fact that she has released a book on this. The book also happens to be in English, but this is the book. It's called Decoded and it's absolutely brilliant. It's available on Amazon. There is a Kindle version also and the paperback version is also out. And where you can find the book and purchase the book, I will leave the link in the description below. You can go to that link and click it and you can go get this book. And I'm telling you why. Not only, it's not about whether, you guys know like books are my best friends, right? So I'm here to do an interview with the author of this book, Ms. Sheeba Sojanar. Okay, how do I know Sheeba? Sheeba and I met during a movie shoot in 2008. Movie finished and we continued being friends. And we're both single mothers. She's got two lovely children. And I know her kids also very, very well. And now we're reconnecting after so many years. And when she told me about this book and when I read it, I was blown away. It's an amazing book. So let's see what the book's all about and let's meet the author. So Sheeba, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for having me in your home.
Hey, thanks. Actually, I should thank you. Thank you for coming and thank you for giving me such a nice credit for my book. And this book is so close to me because it's my first attempt in writing and
you've done a fabulous job as always in everything else that you do in life. It's such an inspiration for so many women like us, who are like single mothers and tell me a little bit about your journey. You've been in the corporate world, I know, for many, many years.
Yes, I've been a banker. Basically, I was a banker for like 20 years. I think I met you when I was a banker only.
Yeah.
So after that, Ashwath, I have two children. Ashwath he's 25 years old now. He was diagnosed as autistic when he was 3. So my journey with him, and I had to give up a lot of things because of it. And after that, I tried a lot of things that makes me happy. And then I have a 15-year-old daughter. Both of them are like, poles apart.
Poles apart, yeah.
Yeah, this one end of the spectrum, the other end
of the spectrum, I know.
And it's been quite a journey. And basically, I always thought people feel, why me? Why should I have a special child? Why should this happen to me? So this journey with Ashwath has actually inspired or made me evolve into a better version of myself, is what I feel. That's how my journey has been. And this book is not only about autism. It talks about many other things. The premise of the book. The premise of the book is, I look at the future. Okay. The future. This was inspired by a friend of mine. She also had a child with Asperger's. Okay. So one day when we were talking, the ratio Ashwath, 22 years back when Ashwath was diagnosed, it was found that 1 out of 7 children were autistic. Then the number started growing. It became 3 out of 7 and then it's growing. So my friend she had a son with autism and she said, very soon we'll outnumber them, don't worry.
Said. I have to share something with you which I have not shared actually with people in my channel. I recently got diagnosed on the spectrum autism and I'm still trying to figure out as to like how I could be diagnosed on the spectrum. It kind of scared me when I got to know about it because I was like, I'm a person who's very gregarious and outgoing and friendly. But as I noticed things in the test like noise sensitivity, and there was a fear like, okay, am I retarded? Have I lost it mentally? I've always had issues with my gut.
Yeah.
These kind of things, like when I was told, like, and then the kind of creativity and withdrawing from people, I don't like. I've also noticed this, if I have to look at a camera while I'm acting or doing something, then that's fine. But if I'm meeting up with strangers who have no idea, then I cannot make eye contact with them. They're too busy talking and I'm too busy looking everywhere at everything else other than them. And it's actually pissing them off and they're like, I'm talking to you. I'm like, yeah, I'm listening. Tell me what. So I never realized that these were autistic traits. And then like when I spoke to the doctor and she said like, why do you think, I've always noticed special children come to me more than, the so-called normal
Ashwath
kids.
got on well with you.
Ashwath also, he ran up to me and hugged me, and then even kids with Down syndrome, and I've been to their schools and stuff for functions, and like they just have such a, there's nothing in their hearts here. They're just so open and loving.
You are that, Aishu. In case you didn't know, you are that. You are that.
Those much never landed me in the right place, I must say. It's only landed me in trouble. But I personally feel that, this having this large-heartedness, there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe a couple of people haven't understood it, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because who has to get you will get you.
All of us have challenges, whether you like it or not, as individuals. And as a society, we've become, what we've become is, some things are accepted. Meaning the fake things are accepted and the real things go for a toss. Yeah. This book is about, so when my friend told this, that when she said that there'll be more autistic kids, then it occurred to me, what if only autism comes out after some time? Now the ratio is going on becoming bigger. And what if it's only, so in my story is in 2167, everybody is autistic, which means they are non-verbal. But doesn't mean that they are not communicating. Yeah. This is one misconception that
in silence you cannot. I'm telling you seriously, a lot of people don't get it. Even on my channel, when they keep asking me, why don't you talk in a couple of, I'm like, I can't talk all the time. It's just not possible for me to talk all the time. I mean, okay, in food videos fine, but with soaping or something, I focus and I do it. I really can't.
Yeah, keep talking when you're doing it.
Keep talking when I'm pouring a soap or when I'm doing a design, and it's really challenging at that point of time to try and explain to them, and they don't understand it. They're like, neenga pesunga. I mean, what to talk?
That's what we all aim to, that's the ultimate aim, to concentrate and grow in one. In fact, if you're a football player or anything, they tell you to concentrate on only one thing that you're doing. Yeah. But anyway, in the future, if that is going to be the future,
I think it's a beautiful future.
If that is going to be the future, there one girl is born and she is verbal and she becomes a special child there. That's what I wanted to bring, that thing.
The reverse thing of it, like.
So, and she becomes a special child and then she realizes that she belongs to this period. She doesn't belong to, so she comes here. So when she comes here, she finds that wonderful, all of us are talking, like great. See, all of us are talking and it's a great thing. But the only thing is, what I think, what I feel and what I say is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you think, whatever you feel, first that has to be in sync.
In sync, absolutely.
You feel you like somebody, but in your mind you want to manipulate that person. And verbally you talk something else and it's like total chaos. It's chaos within yourself.
Within yourself.
Only then you talk about
that kind of manifests outside, which I felt in a lot of people. Shed some light on it.
Autism also is very literal. I don't know how many people, this I read in one US, when Angola, there's more acceptance, right, in US.
Absolutely.
So that boy was actually driving, he was driving and he was stopped by the cops.
Yeah.
And he was asked, can I see your license? This guy said no. He asked 3 times, he said no. He said, get out of the car. He got out of the car. Can I see your license? He said no. But this guy realized he was autistic because he had that
autism card. They give you a card.
That was outside. That was displayed. So he knew. Then he took that boy to the station and he asked the mother to come. The mother came running and she said, you have the license. Why didn't you show it to him? He didn't ask for the license. He said, can I see your license? I said, he cannot see it because it is in my back pocket. And that's so literal you can get.
Yeah.
That's how literal you can get with an. So when you're, so it is like a different operating system. So when you code in or the coding has to be different. So when you communicate with them, your communication has to be slightly different. And you have to be clear on what you want.
On what you want.
So this is what is up. And my book per se deals not only with autism. I need to help my parents to look at it as more evolved way of being.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's definitely more evolved way of being. Okay.
100%.
And I've had parents who have told me, you have a son who's high functioning, so you're talking all this and all that. Bullshit. I don't think it's like that. Ashu also couldn't chew till he was 9 years old. I've had issues. When I went abroad and all that, I've had a lot of issues with him. He couldn't chew, he couldn't suck blow for a long time. Luckily, I had a family, extended family who was very, very nice.
And what is the difference between autism and Asperger's syndrome?
See, they all fall under the same umbrella. Asperger's is when they are able to, they say they are high functioning.
Like Bill Gates is supposed to be Asperger's.
Einstein also. See, there are a lot of theories to it. And they all stay as theories. Okay. But when you look at autism per se, whether they are verbal or non-verbal, with effort, with time, what I feel is that they can definitely evolve into a better version of them. I mean, into a more social, not better versions, I would say. We only have to evolve into better versions. They can become more social or probably, more
to handle more social responsibility.
Productive, or whatever you want to say. And somehow our society thinks when they are autism or a thing, they want to limit them with, even the parents are okay with, my son can go to supermarkets and, keep the boxes in place. They can do they can make paper plates. They'll make beads and sell. Why? Dream big for your child. No, what's wrong? Because I've right now Ashu's in a business now. It's a healthy lifestyle community. Yeah. And we can actually help a lot of parents. Especially you can build up passive income for them.
100%.
But our parents are ready to sell the tea and coffee that they make on the road. They're ready to sell the beads. They're ready to sell all this.
But they don't
want to even look at another business, at least listen whether it will be viable for them. Because they think, no, my child can't earn so much. My child cannot become that.
You're limiting your child's capabilities, not him. Correct,
and I've told Ashwath, if you want to lead a normal life, you need to earn 2 to 3 lakhs per month.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't be things. So I'm not pushing him, okay? I'm walking with him.
Yeah.
It's not like only he is pulling the weight. I'm pulling the weight too. And to go forward. And with my book, all I'm trying to tell people is, you should know when to stay and when to walk out of relationships also.
Correct.
Absolutely. And autism or any special needs, forget autism, any special need is not doom for you.
Correct.
It's just another experience in your life to carry on. And what is life? Basically a series of experiences. If you don't use it to evolve and grow, what is the point in even living this life?
Exactly. I agree with that totally, completely understand that, and I completely agree with that.
I should only tell you this, okay?
Yeah.
It's so genuine. And somehow, as a society, if you look at it, when you look at a special child and all, first thing we feel a lot of sympathy. I don't know why they feel sympathy. That's the first thing that comes.
You're pavam.
That child is pavam, we'll kind of, okay. And my friends, what they always tell me is, whenever you talk about Ashwath or your son, you're proud about him. I said, I'm damn proud of both my kids. What the hell? They're really amazing.
We only birthed them, no? What is there not to be proud of? I want to know.
And I'm really happy to be with them. And, whatever it is.
I have only one child, so I have nothing to compare on the other end of the spectrum. But it's like something I remember, my ex-mother-in-law telling, she's got 5 kids, and she used to say, maybe the father can see the difference in the children, but where a mother is concerned, all the kids are the same. It doesn't matter how many she has, her vision is always the same.
If you ask me what is parenting, be it a special child or a normal child, if you want to know if you're a good father or a good mother, if you have a daughter and if she says, when I get married to a guy, he must be like my father, I think the father is fairly successful. But if the daughter is saying it because the father is wealthy and he has money, that's a different story. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I want a man like my father because you don't know where that comes from.
That comes from.
But whereas for a son, if he is okay with a wife like my mother, I think that's parenting.
We have a saying Tamil, Thai kapram taram.
Parenting is not like, and I don't know, I think in India, parenting is all about giving everything, supposed to be giving everything to the child, and when the child is earning, giving back to.
I've never felt that way. I don't believe I wasn't raised that way. This personal experience is what prompted you to write this book.
See, autism is something I've lived with.
Yeah.
Okay, and
But
I-
from
I
banker to writer, why did that happen? It wasn't
no,
because.
from when I was in sixth standard, I started. I have written poems about McEnroe. He was my star.
Oh, John McEnroe.
John McEnroe, and when he won the Wimbledon, and like I wish he's the champion till the coming of his son. So my brother used to tease me. From where did you copy it? From where? So the very fact he said that, I should have felt elated. But somehow, as a kid, and then when I became a banker, it was basically I was earning money for the family. I was a breadwinner always. So when you are earning, I lost my dad when I was 13. I've always earned my bread. Okay, I've had to earn my bread. So, and for my children too.
Honey, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. So ever since ever since I've been earning for myself, I always thought you cannot make a living out of what you love. Actually, you can.
What are you saying? Of course.
But I like to act, I like to write, and I like to the business which I'm doing. I really like it. The healthy lifestyle, because it helps me maintain my health.
That's all that matters, yeah.
And my skin and my everything and
It's your
my
choice,
weight and all that. So I'm very happy with the business I'm doing. I'm very happy with writing, but I still have a corporate job, which I have to go to because I need the bread.
Yeah, it's like I'm passionate about my soaping, but if I could soap for the entire Tamil Nadu, it's not possible, right? So I do need the bread and butter. That's why I'm acting.
Exactly. When this book came out, this book came out. I didn't have answers to many questions. This I finished it in 2017.
Then
16, 17.
But why did it
I
take
didn't
so
have
long?
the guts to come out with it. I didn't have the I'm not sure about how the language is, because my language is just average. I don't speak Sashitarur, okay? I speak.
Please, darling, nobody can speak Shashita.
Okay, I don't speak even.
I mean, okay, that man is like. He's on a different level. We won't even go into those phonetics comparison of his English language.
My language is very simple.
We all are.
Very ordinary. But what I wanted to tell, I've told in the story, and there was one part which is like my favorite thing. Can I read it out?
Yeah, sure.
As they sat in the car, Theo geared himself for the questions that would follow. By now, he knew Viduna fairly well. Sometimes he felt he would have been a different man if she had been his daughter. Theo. Theo. Yes, Vidu. Theo, you know that auntie in the club. Why did you tell me you don't know her? Tell me, Theo. You adults are so confusing. Theo laughed. Please don't laugh. Answer me. Okay, I will, but only if you promise that it will be a secret between us. Secret? But why? Theo was now a bit irritated. Vidu, people have private lives. They don't have to tell everything to others, meaning, oh, I just can't explain. Vidu looked at him innocently. Vidu, that auntie was my girlfriend before I got married to Rose. And she continued even after I got married.
Oh my God.
I know it is wrong and all. But then sometimes a man has his weakness. And now we are just friends. And Rose is not comfortable with that. So I keep it a secret, simple. Why did you marry Rose, Theo? You could have married your girlfriend. Wouldn't that have made life easier for both of you? Well, she did not want to marry me at that time. And Rose was in love with me. So I married Rose. Then this auntie did not want to marry you, but wanted to be your girlfriend all her life, right? Vidu, human relationships are very confusing.
And complicated.
It is better to leave them alone. I only see her as a friend now, and I will never think of hurting Rose again. I know what I underwent when I thought I would lose her unconditional love. She is the most important person in my life, and I would never let that change. Then why the secret, Theo? Because we men love secrets. It gives us a feeling that we are in control of our lives, which is utter crap, and we know that too.
They
knows this. Vidu, we can pretend that it is not there. It's some kind of a game. I can't explain. It is ridiculous, no doubt. But we play the game nevertheless. It's a boring game, Theo. There are better things one can do.
Seriously.
I guess in Ravi's world, that is the autistic boy. People are so much easier to live with. Ravi is mentally ill, sweetheart. No, Theo. It is people like you who are mentally ill. Full of lies, deceit, anger and all drama. And a few like Manju auntie and Rose pay the price. All of you are oblivious to it. You are hypocrites and live by the image you project. You will never know what it is to be real. You will never know what real happiness is. Your language is only, your laugh is only to camouflage your hypocrisy. Your sense of humor is to cover your faults. My, you have nailed me to the cross, baby. Sorry, Theo. As much as I love you, I have to tell you the truth. Theo Ravi is a person who cannot communicate like you, but his language is just different. He can read signals. He knows people not by what they say or by what they think, but what they feel and what they sense. And he never judges them like me. I'm here to learn that from him. It is not that I'm teaching him communication. He is teaching me his. Once I learn it, Theo, I won't ask questions. I will have the answers. I might or might not share them, but till then, it hurts to be in this space. Theo stopped the car under a tree and turned to look at Vidhu. Vidhu, who are you? Why, Theo, I'm the lost child. No, you're not. We are the lost children. He started the car and they drove without exchanging a single word. This is what...
It's such a beautiful scene, and I love that thing. Men, actually, they most of them complain that women have secrets.
No, women too. I think it should be everybody, but because Theo was saying it, I said it as...
That particular character, but it's not like men have secrets or women have secrets. I think, in my opinion, I think everybody's got some secret or the other.
It's nice to have secrets or not. It's not
nice.
About secrets.
I mean, it's not like you don't have to tell the whole world everything and...
But people here don't know the difference between privacy and secrecy. If I steal your bag, that's not privacy. That's secrecy. If you're stealing another man's husband, that's not privacy. That's bloody secrecy.
Yeah, 100%. It's been a pretty interesting conversation with Sheeba regarding her book and her life and about her children and her perspective as a mother and her views on autism and what it's all about and Asperger's syndrome. And there's so much to learn from these things. Especially, I found the book to be a fabulous, it was like reading a book where there was a lot. It is essentially a fiction book. But if you have a little bit of sensitivity towards life sensitivity, then, and if you have a special child, or even if you don't have a special child, you can identify there are so many characters that there's some part of it, if you have some sensitivity, you will be able to identify with that. So the book is already out. It's called Decoded and it's available on Amazon, and the link is in the description below. Please do read the book, and I really hope and wish that it gets onto the bestseller list.
Thanks.
It has to. I mean, like, especially knowing her as a friend for so many years and as a co-parent, as well as, a single woman who's juggling multiple jobs just like me. There's always been a connection between us, but we've never had the chance to catch up over the years because we've been so busy with both our lives and a hell of a lot of things that have happened in between. And so this, I thought, was a fabulous opportunity for me to catch up with her as well as share the books, because you guys have been asking me to do videos like this and it's also my interest that I show, I'm all about women empowerment, you guys know. And I don't want to show women, it's so easy to show, the so-called I've been through so much and I'm struggling, we are not that kind. My kind of a woman of substance is someone who's strong, who can deal with things and come out a winner. And that's Sheeba Sojanar for you. So Decoded by Sheeba is out in the markets. It's out on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Please buy the book and please support her creation. And I really want this video to go viral and have lots of views all over the world, which is why I made it in English, because I wanted it to be a common language which would reach everybody. So thank you, Sheeba, so much for having me in your home, and it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
And all the best for Decoded. It's going to come out on the bestseller list.
Thank you so much.
We'll manifest and put Sankalpa for the universe now itself.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the review.